Li Lu led troops pretending to be Li Ju and Guisi coming to pursue the emperor. Emperor Xian of Han was greatly alarmed. Yang Feng said, "This is Li Lu," and sent Su Huang to engage him. Li Lu personally took the field, and with the first clash of horses, he was struck down by Su Huang's axe. The rest of the rebel troops scattered and fled, and the imperial carriage safely passed through Ji Pass. Governor Zhang Yang had prepared grain and silk at Jidao to welcome the emperor. The emperor appointed Zhang Yang as Grand Commandant. Yang Feng stationed his troops at Yuan, then departed. When the emperor entered Luoyang, he found the palace halls all burned to the ground, the streets desolate and overgrown with weeds, and the palace compounds reduced to crumbling walls. Yang Feng suggested building a small temporary palace for the emperor to reside in. The ministers attended court standing amidst brambles. The emperor issued an edict changing the reign year from Xingping to the first year of Jianan. That year brought another great famine. Only a few hundred households remained in Luoyang. With nothing to eat, people had to go outside the city to strip bark from trees and dig up roots to stave off hunger. Even officials below the rank of gentlemen of the secretariat had to go gather firewood and search for food themselves, and many died among the ruins. The decline of the Han had reached such misery. Later someone wrote a poem lamenting, "Blood flows like a river, the white serpent is gone, red banners whirl in chaos, and heroes contend for the realm. Qin's deer is seized, Chu's horses overturn borders. The Son of Heaven is weak, treachery runs rampant, ancestral temples decline, and bandits rage. Seeing the suffering of the two capitals, even a heart of iron would weep." Grand Commandant Yang Biao memorialized the emperor. The previous edict has not yet been carried out. Now Cao Cao is in Shandong with strong and numerous troops. We can summon him to court to assist the government. The emperor said, "Since the edict has already been issued, why repeat it? Send for him at once." So Yang Biao was ordered to dispatch an envoy to Shandong to summon Cao Cao. In Shandong, upon hearing that the emperor had returned to Luoyang, Cao Cao gathered his advisors. Sun Yu said, "In ancient times, Duke Wen of Jin welcomed King Xiang of Zhou and won the allegiance of all the lords. Emperor Gaozu of Han held a funeral for the righteous emperor, and the realm turned to him. Now that his majesty is wandering in hardship, if you raise righteous troops to receive the Son of Heaven and rally the realm under his name, this is a once-in-a-lifetime strategy. If you delay, someone else may seize the opportunity." Cao Cao was overjoyed and prepared to march, but just then the imperial envoy arrived with the edict summoning him. He accepted the order and made ready to move. Luoyang had yet to be restored. Its walls had collapsed and could not be repaired. News came that Li Ju and Guisi were marching in. Alarmed, the emperor asked Yang Feng what to do. Yang Feng and Han Xian pledged to fight to the death for him, but Dong Cheng said, "The walls are weak and weapons few. If we cannot withstand them, what then? Better to withdraw east to Shandong for now." The emperor agreed, and they set out immediately. With no horses, the officials had to walk behind. Not far from Luoyang, clouds of dust arose, drums and gongs sounded, and countless troops approached, frightening the emperor and empress into silence. A galloping rider arrived. It was the envoy sent to Shandong, reporting that Cao Cao had assembled his forces to welcome the emperor. Hearing of Li Ju and Guisi's approach, Cao Cao had already sent Xiahou Dun as vanguard with 50,000 troops to protect him. The emperor was reassured. Soon Xiahou Dun arrived with generals Su Chu and Jian Wei to pay respects. As they were offering comfort, news came of another army approaching from the east. The emperor sent Xiahou Dun to investigate. He reported it was Cao Cao's infantry. Before long, Cao Hong, Li Dian, and Eugene came to see the emperor, introducing themselves. Xiao Hong said, "My elder brother feared Xiahou Dun's force might be outnumbered, so he sent us in haste to reinforce." The emperor praised Cao Cao's loyalty and ordered the procession onward. Scouts reported Li Ju and Guosi's troops were pursuing. The emperor ordered Xiahou Dun to divide his forces into two wings. Xiahou Dun and Qiao Hong led the cavalry on the flanks, with infantry following, and attacked with all their might. Li Ju and Guosi were routed. Over 10,000 heads were taken, and the emperor's party returned to the old palace at Luoyang. Xiahou Dun encamped outside the city. The next day, Cao Cao's main army arrived. After encamping, he entered to kneel before the emperor, who bade him rise and commended his loyalty. Cao Cao declared he had over 200,000 troops and would rid the realm of traitors, urging the emperor to care for his health. The emperor appointed him colonel director of retainers with authority over the secretariat. Li Ju and Guosi, seeing Cao Cao's arrival, wanted a quick decision. Jiasu advised, "Cao Cao's troops are strong. Better to surrender and save your lives." Li Ju, enraged, wanted to kill him, but the other generals dissuaded him. That night, Jiasu fled home. The next day, Li Ju's army met Cao Cao's in battle. Cao Cao first sent Su Chu, Cao Run, and Dian Wei with 300 armored horsemen to charge the enemy ranks 3 times and form up the lines. Li Ju's nephews Li Xian and Li Bi came forward to challenge. Su Chu rode ahead and cut down Li Xian in one stroke. Li Bi fell from his horse in fright and was also slain by Su Chu, who returned with both heads. Cao Cao patted his back, saying, "You are truly my fan Kuai." He then ordered Xiahou Dun to attack the left, Cao Ren the right, and led the center himself. The three forces advanced together, smashing the enemy. Li Ju and Guosi fled west in disorder, eventually taking to the hills as bandits. Cao Cao returned to camp outside Luoyang. Yang Feng and Han Xian, feeling that Cao Cao's growing power left no room for them, entered the palace to resign, using pursuit of Li Ju and Guosi as a pretext, and marched their forces to garrison Daliang. One day, the emperor sent for Cao Cao to enter the palace for consultation. Seeing the envoy looking rosy and well-fed when all were hungry, Cao Cao wondered why. The man said he had eaten a simple diet for 30 years. Asked his position, he replied, "I once served Yuan Shao and Zhang Yang. Hearing the Son of Heaven had returned, I came to pay court and was appointed correct discussion gentleman. My name is Dong Zhao, style Gongren." Cao Cao treated him with courtesy, feasted him, and had him meet Sun Yu. News came of troops moving east. Dong Zhao explained they were Yang Feng and Han Xian, heading to Daliao. Cao Cao asked if they suspected him. Dong Zhao said they were of no consequence. Asked about Li Ju and Guosi, he said they would soon be in Cao Cao's grasp. Finding Dong Zhao congenial, Cao Cao asked his counsel on state affairs. Dong Zhao said, "You have raised righteous troops to aid the Son of Heaven. This is the work of a hegemon. But the various generals have their own designs and are hard to command. I suggest moving the capital to Xuchang, near Luoyang with abundant grain. This is the best plan. Though some may object, great deeds require extraordinary measures." Cao Cao laughed, saying this matched his own thoughts, but he feared Yang Feng might act in Daliang. Dong Zhao suggested first placating him, then telling the court that the capital had no grain and the move was for logistical ease. The ministers would agree. Cao Cao rejoiced and thanked him. Cao Cao secretly planned the move. Meanwhile, attendant and grand astrologer Wang Li privately told minister of the imperial clan Lu Ai, "From the celestial signs, the Han will soon end, and Wei will rise." He memorialized the emperor, saying, "The Han has the virtue of fire. Its successor will have earth. Wei belongs to earth and will gain the realm." Hearing this, Cao Cao warned him to hold his tongue and told Sun Yu, who said, Han's fire gives birth to wood, and you are of earth. Xu Chang is also earth. It accords with heaven's will. Cao Cao resolved to act, and next day requested the move. The emperor dared not oppose, nor did the ministers. A date was chosen, and Cao Cao escorted the procession. After a few stages, shouts and killing arose ahead at jailing. Yang Feng and Han Xian had blocked the road. Su Huang shouted, Cao Cao is abducting the emperor. Cao Cao rode out, saw Su Huang's imposing figure, and sent Su Chu to fight. They battled over 50 rounds without decision. Cao Cao recalled the troops and sought counsel, unwilling to fight such a man. Attendant Manchung said he knew Su Huang and could persuade him. That night Manchung, disguised as a common soldier, entered Su Huang's camp and found him in armor by lamplight. Recognizing him, Manchung said, Your talents should not be wasted under Yang Feng and Han Xian. Cao Cao values men of merit and, impressed by your valor, sent me to invite you to join him in great deeds. Su Huang hesitated, saying he knew his leaders could not succeed, but found it hard to leave them after long service. Manchung urged, A fine bird chooses a tree to roost in. A worthy minister chooses a lord to serve. Failing to seize the moment is not manly. Su Huang agreed to join Cao Cao, but refused to kill his masters. Manchung praised him as righteous. That night Su Huang led several dozen riders to Cao Cao's camp. Yang Feng, enraged at the defection, led 1,000 horse in pursuit. Suddenly signal drums boomed and torches flared on all sides. Cao Cao had encircled them. Yang Feng panicked, but as he tried to withdraw, Han Xian's forces arrived and battle broke out. In the chaos, Yang Feng escaped, but many of both armies surrendered. Yang Feng and Han Xian fled to Yuanshu. Cao Cao returned to camp, and Manchung presented Su Huang, whom Cao Cao warmly received. The emperor was escorted to Xuchang, where palaces, temples, government offices, city walls, and storehouses were built. 13 men, including Dong Cheng, were in theft as marquises. Rewards and punishments were all decided by Cao Cao. Cao Cao made himself Grand General and Marquis of Wu Commandery. Sun Yu was attendant and Secretariat Director. Sun Yu became military advisor. Wu Jia, Grand Master of the Court. Lu Yi, aide to the Minister over the Masses. Mao Jie and Rin Jun, commandants of the Agricultural Corps. Cheng Yu, Chancellor of Dongping. Fan Cheng and Dong Zhao, magistrates of Luoyang. Man Cheng, magistrate of Xuchang. Xiahou Dun, Xiahou Yuan, Chao Run, and Chao Hong were generals. Lu Qian, Li Jian, Eugene, and Su Huang, colonels. Su Chu and Dian Wei, commandants. All other officers were rewarded. Thereafter, major court affairs were reported first to Cao Cao before reaching the emperor. With matters settled, Cao Cao held a banquet and said, Liu Bei is in Su province, governing it himself. Recently, Liu Bu has taken refuge with him. If they unite, they will be a grave threat. What plan can we use? Su Chu said, Give me 50,000 troops, and I will bring you their heads. Sun Yu said, Bravery alone is not enough. Xuchang is newly settled. We must not act rashly. I have a plan called Two Tigers Fighting for Food. Liu Bei holds Su province, but has no formal appointment. We can petition to make him governor of Su province and secretly instruct him to kill Liu Bu. If he succeeds, he will be without a fierce general. If he fails, Liu Bu will kill him. Thus the two tigers consume each other. Cao Cao agreed, submitted the petition, and sent an envoy to appoint Liu Bei as general who conquers the east, Marquis of Yiqing Pavilion, and governor of Su province, with a secret letter enclosed. In Su province, Liu Bei was about to send congratulations on the move of the capital when the imperial envoy arrived. He went out to greet him, accepted the titles, and held a banquet. The envoy said all was thanks to Cao Cao's recommendation. Liu Bei expressed gratitude. The envoy handed him the private letter, which Liu Bei said he would consider. That night, he consulted his men. Zhang Fei urged killing Liu Bu for his treachery, but Liu Bei said he had joined them in distress, and killing him would be unjust. Zhang Fei sighed. It's hard to be a good man, and Liu Bei refused. Next day, Liu Bu came to congratulate him. During the reception, Zhang Fei suddenly drew his sword to kill him, but Liu Bei stopped him. Liu Bu, alarmed, asked why. Zhang Fei said, Cao Cao says you are treacherous and ordered my brother to kill you. Liu Bei dismissed Zhang Fei, took Liu Bu to the back hall, and showed him the secret letter. Liu Bu wept, saying, That traitor Cao wants us at odds. Liu Bei assured him he would never act unjustly. Liu Bu thanked him profusely and drank until late. Guan and Zhang asked Liu Bei why he spared Liu Bu. He said Cao wanted them to destroy each other so he could benefit, and they must not be deceived. Guan agreed. Zhang still wanted to kill him, but Liu Bei forbade it. The next day, Liu Bei sent the envoy back to the capital with a letter of thanks and a reply to Cao Cao, saying he would not act for now. The envoy reported this to Cao Cao, who asked Sun Yu what to do. Sun Yu proposed another plan: drive the tiger to devour the wolf, spread rumors to Yuan Shu that Liu Bei sought to seize Nanjun, prompting Yuan Shu to attack him, then issue an imperial order for Liu Bei to attack Yuan Shu. While they fought, Liu Bu would act. Thus tiger and wolf would consume each other. Delighted, Cao Cao sent agents to Yuan Shu and another imperial order to Liu Bei. In Su province, Liu Bei received the edict to attack Yuan Shu. Mizhu warned it was another of Cao Cao's schemes, but Liu Bei said imperial orders could not be disobeyed. He prepared to march. Sun Qian asked who would guard the city. Liu Bei asked his brothers who would volunteer. Guan Yu said he wished to stay, but Liu Bei insisted they must be together to discuss affairs. Zhang Fei volunteered, but Liu Bei doubted him, citing his drinking, violence, and rashness. Zhang Fei promised to abstain from drink, not beat soldiers, and accept advice. Mizhu feared he would not keep his word. Angered, Zhang Fei insisted he never broke a promise. Still uneasy, Liu Bei appointed Qin Dang to assist and told him to advise Zhang Fei to drink less and avoid trouble. With arrangements made, Liu Bei departed with 30,000 troops. Yuan Shu, hearing Liu Bei had petitioned to take his territory, was furious. You, a weaver of mats and sandals, dare to hold a great province like a lord and covet my land? Outrageous. He sent his general Ji Ling with 100,000 troops to attack Su province. The two armies faced off at Shui. Liu Bei's camp was backed by mountains and water. Ji Ling, from Shandong, wielded a 50-caddy trident halberd. He cursed Liu Bei as a peasant unfit to invade. Liu Bei said he acted under imperial command. Ji Ling retorted, and battle was joined. Guan Yu fought Ji Ling for 30 bouts without decision. Ji Ling called a pause, and Guan Yu returned to camp. Ji Ling sent his deputy Sun Zheng, but Guan Yu insisted Ji Ling come himself. Sun Zheng insulted Guan Yu, who, enraged, slew him in a single stroke. Liu Bei attacked, and Ji Ling fell back to the river mouth, avoiding battle, sending men to raid Liu Bei's camp instead, but they were repelled. The two sides stalemated. After Liu Bei's departure, Zhang Fei left civil affairs to Qin Dang and kept military matters in his own hands. One day he held a banquet, saying, My brother told me to drink little, fearing trouble. Today we'll drink our fill, and tomorrow I'll quit and guard the city. He toasted the guests. When the cup reached Cao Bao, he refused. Zhang Fei forced him to drink. He complied once. Zhang Fei kept drinking heavily, and when Xiao Bao again refused, Zhang Fei, drunk, accused him of disobedience and ordered him beaten. Chen Dang tried to dissuade him, but Zhang Fei said, "You handle civil affairs, don't meddle in mine." Xiao Bao pleaded, "For my son-in-law's sake, spare me." Asked who that was, Xiao Bao said, "Lu Bu." Zhang Fei raged, "You dare use Lu Bu to threaten me? I'll beat you all the more." He flogged him 50 strokes before the others stopped him. After the feast, Xiao Bao nursed his grudge and that night sent word to Lu Bu and Xiaopei, saying Zhang Fei was drunk and Liu Bei away, and he could see Su province. Lu Bu consulted Chen Gong, who said Su was ripe for the taking. Lu Bu took 500 horse ahead, with Chun Gong and Gao Shun following with the main force. Xiaopei was only 40 to 50 li from Su province. Before dawn, under bright moonlight, they reached the walls, unnoticed. Lu Bu called out that he was a secret envoy from Liu Bei. Xiao Bao's troops informed him, and he ordered the gates opened. At Lu Bu's signal, the troops rushed in shouting. Zhang Fei, drunk in his residence, was roused by aides reporting Lu Bu's attack. Summary. This chapter mainly depicts Emperor Xian's wandering plight, Cao Cao's reception of the imperial carriage, and the relocation of the capital to Xuchang, showing the process by which Cao Cao gradually took control of the court. It also describes how Cao Cao schemed to sow suspicion between Liu Bei and Liu Bu. However, the plot failed, and Liu Bu seized Su province instead. Zhang Fei, through drunken negligence, lost the city, and Liu Bei's family was captured. The three brothers once again found themselves in a difficult situation. The whole chapter showcases the political intrigues and personal character traits in a time of turmoil, laying the groundwork for the later developments of Liu Bei and his brothers. Knowledge points. 1. According to the records of the Three Kingdoms, biography of Liu Bu, Liu Bu's seizure of Su province happened while Liu Bei was campaigning against Yuan Shu, not because the city was left empty while welcoming the emperor. 2. In the historical records, the night raid on Su province is simply noted as Liu Bu attacking or seizing the province, without the vivid depiction of a dramatic night assault found in the novel. 3. In the novel, after securing Emperor Xian, Cao Cao proactively moved the court to Xuchang, arranged the palace and officials, and restored a facade of stability to the Han court. Historically, the main reason for the move was not merely stability, but that the region around Chang'an was plagued by constant warfare and difficulties in grain supply. Nevertheless, through this move, Cao Cao did consolidate his control over the court, becoming the central figure in holding the emperor to command the lords.